Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 7th episode of Granbelm. And last episode we learned quite a bit. For one thing, we learned what happens when you give really bad news to someone who's already at a 10 out of 10 on the anger scale as their default state. They kind of lose it. They lose what little sanity they have left. They kill their mother and they take the big old magic stone. So that was one thing we learned. But we also learned just in general what the whole deal with Shingetsu and Anna was. You know, the whole thing about Anna feeling betrayed by her and all that, and the mother wanting Shingetsu into the fold, into the family. A lot of that was pretty confusing, but once we got that final piece of the puzzle, which was finding out that Anna just sucks at being a mage and is not suited for it, and the mother is trying to help, her daughter avoid that misfortune by just saying, by bringing in somebody new to kind of take the job and saying to Anna, "It's okay, honey, you don't need to do things. Just sit there quietly. You'll be fine. Just don't do anything important." And they try to keep a lot of that secret from Anna because she wouldn't take it very well, I imagine, and she did not take it very well at all. So maybe we should have kept that secret going, but maybe that just wasn't possible. But it's too late for any ifs, ands, or anything like that because we are where we're at, and Anna's in a very dangerous place. So the next time she confronts Shingetsu, that could be rough, because even if she doesn't have as much talent as a mage as Shingetsu does, having that big old rock may help compensate for that. Or she'll just go berserk, because I think we talked about that too, the idea of going berserk, and that could happen to Anna for sure, considering how things are going. So, that's something to look forward to, I suppose. And I think that's everything I really say about the episode, at least off the top of my head. So let's just dive into it and see where we go from here. So 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. She really does. I think she called her bestie last episode, so it's a very green laptop. Oh. I think she got you. So we gotta check out for a comparison. Sholampo... Yeah. Sounds delicious. Why can't you give it to her? That's an interesting looking USB drive. But, she calls it a good luck charm, so it's not often good luck charms wink at you, but I guess this is just a special one. So it was a pretty cute beginning of the episode. Nothing says love like squeezing someone's earlobes. One of the closest of friends do that. So I guess you're trying to be helpful to Mangetsu, which is nice. I mean, she obviously likes Kibo a lot, so maybe some of that transfers over to the sister, Caring about the sister of the girl you like makes sense. Anna. I'm back into it. It's like one hair that keeps just going in my mouth. Oh, is she still alive? I mean, the Donna came and just smashed a glass bottle over her head is what I think happened. It was implied. We didn't actually see it. Really can't blame Shingetsu for any of this. But I guess she's trying. Shingetsu did nothing wrong. She is definitely the homeowner of this show. Or die trying. I really am nervous for her to go anywhere near Anna right now. If only. This sounded a bit more savage than she probably intended. Well, she seems confident, at least. That was a big rock. I saw that rock. That was a big rock. Way bigger than that rock. Oh, wow. That went far. It's rough being Shingetsu. I don't think Mangetsu would ever hate you. I don't think she hates anyone, really. So you're probably fine on that one. Hello? Getting close to the next Granbelm round. Can't we just like hang out in normal spots? Are we just too important for that? Can nobody just be sitting on their couch watching Netflix? Don't have to tell me twice. Pinto? Yeah, of course. That is an oink, though. What kind of good luck charm is that? Yeah, did she give it to her? The thing from Nana? I can't remember, actually. I may have just blinked and missed that if it did happen. But it was definitely food she gave her there. I really don't want you going near her. Definitely not alone. I don't think anyone loves her, not even the magic coconuts. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Not in a million years. Well, the thing she wanted to do with Shingetsu just changed a little bit. It's you mostly are the reason why. All your failures as a human being. Maybe a little bit blame for magic coconuts. Really, I hadn't noticed. You need some serious help, Anna. Well, oh wow. That looked really cool. I believe that. Well, it's time to leave. I was glad that scene ended without her hurting her sister, which she has no real reason to, but she is off her rocker, so you never know. Yeah, because of all the rage and Anna. And that's probably what this is going to be focused on. You can what? Because Shingetsu seems pretty confident you still can't beat her. I just love her angrily saying her name. I can't get enough of that. I don't know why it's as amusing as it is, but it is. Just be careful. Yeah, right out the gate, of course. Anna just can't wait for a good opportunity, just... Well, you should have known that. Oh. I guess, yeah, we just have to let this play out. Oh yeah, we're back to this. Kind of forgot about this. Of course. She just looks so uninterested. At least 3. It's quite a jump from 3. We'll see about that. You're still just an incompetent mage with a power boost. Have you learned your lesson yet, Anna? You just can't handle it. You just really need to accept that. You're not meant to be a family mage. Ooh. That actually looked quite painful. Come on, stop showing me those flashbacks. I don't want to feel bad about Anna. I want to enjoy her destruction, her defeats. It doesn't matter. Because you're the one using it. So is that really... Nope, not the end. She is not done. I kind of feel bad for her voice actress having to do this. Because it just sounds like murder on the throat, especially that one there. You know, she's the exact definition of never learning your lesson. I know that's what you want, but you should probably accept that's not going to happen. Can't say she's not persistent, I guess. The closest thing to praise I can give her. Guess a little alarm was about that. Somebody was rushing towards her. Nana, where are you? I hear your voice, but where are you? Oh. So that's what that was, okay. So I guess it was given it to her at some point. I also got mixed up. I, for some reason, thought it was given to Shingetsu to give it to her, but no, it was Kibo. So, not that it's that big of a deal, but she's got it either way. You like to hear yourself talk, don't you? So why can't you control your own temperature then? That's the fire and ice thing. Although... Oof. Come on, Shingetsu, don't lose to this crazy woman. Yeah, I know your well of craziness is never gonna dry. And imagine if she was actually a good mage, how much trouble Shingetsu would be in. Oh. What are we doing now? We're just gonna like blow them all up with one big attack? I guess she needs something to take pride in. Better than nothing. Oh, wow. Oh, what? She summoned a giant one. Just massive bro fist, or sis fist. That sounds much more lewd for some reason. No, you. Man, I cannot believe how many just massive magic eruptions we've had this episode. You never get tired of saying her name, do you? Kind of out of breath, aren't you? It's getting kind of hard to watch. This slow breakdown of Anna. Just... I know I said I felt bad for the voice actress, but I definitely give her props for this performance. Oh, that was a slick dodge. And you gotta have to dodge that, so... I should have a counter for how many times she said that. Is that how you view this? She's better than you, so... Above you. Bet you didn't expect that. So... Is that finally gonna do it for real this time? Was anybody sweating? Because I'm sweating. But just, wow, that was a fight. A bit. Do you think this means I lost? Yeah, she definitely did more than enough. Yeah, just stop. For some reason. Meanwhile, the fight's still going on in the background. You never did. I know Shingetsu's trying to do, but I don't know if there's any coming back for Anna. She's fallen pretty deep into this. Into whatever this is. Really? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's why I said not to do it. She's just too far gone. Let's hope she doesn't take Shingetsu with her. Oh. Interesting battle cry. Please stop this. Knew she was gonna say that. Those really are exact opposites, aren't they? You are one broken person. Come on, Shingetsu. And the song. Thank you for that. The poor stone. But yeah, she's lost. Are you okay, Shingetsu? Come on, don't be showing me the flashbacks again. I don't want to remember Anna used to be a person. That was the 7th episode of Granbelm. This probably the best episode so far. I mean, I don't even know where to really start with this. Okay, this episode was clearly focused on Anna. I mean, there was obviously a lot of build-up to her last episode, kind of reaching a point of no return with the whole attacking Mother and stealing the precious Fugo family magic stone. And, you know, that's not good. That's obviously a very bad thing. And this episode, we even had an encounter with her and the sister, and even this little sister couldn't get through to her, and she doesn't hate the sister like she does Shingetsu. So if she couldn't get through to her, Shingetsu wasn't gonna be able to. So I never really expected any of the talk no jutsu from Shingetsu to actually have much effect on Anna. And throughout the entirety of the show, all the way from episode 1 to now, we have had this dynamic between Anna and Shingetsu, with Anna just hating her, constantly just yelling her name in this angry voice. Although one of the times she's at her nest on the episode sounded a bit erotic rather than angry, but that's beside the point. The point is, she's always been very angry at her. That's been a constant thing throughout the show. But nothing has gotten to the level of this episode. Like, I thought their previous fights, Anna came across as angry, like I've commented on that plenty of times. But it was nothing compared to this episode. This time she had finally just dropped truly into the depths of madness, rage, despair, whatever you want to call it, and just unleashing everything she has. You know, she doesn't have much talent as a mage, but she has the family stone to compensate for that. And that was really on display here. Just a lot of big old magical explosions, and it just doesn't change the fact that Shingetsu is a better mage than her, and that is what made the difference in the end. But that stone did compensate for a lot of Anna's shortcomings in this fight. But I actually went through a few different phases throughout watching this, you know. Like last episode, I commented on enjoying seeing Anna suffering, right? Because she's just a horrible person. But this episode, as I watched her break down more and more, and just more and more blood coming from her face, like originally from the eye, from the mouth, I was starting to get to the point where I was feeling kind of bad for her. And then, you know, that kind of shifted again when we had the handhold thing. Then it went back up to, like, you know, screw this bitch kind of mode. But, you know, they kept showing the flashbacks to try to make me feel for her. And even though I didn't want them to, they kind of worked in that. And in the end, I do feel bad for Anna, just because her entire story is a very tragic one, you know. She was so close to Shingetsu, and that kind of the kind of last flashback we saw there is probably what hit me the hardest, just because what she was specifically doing. Not only did we see Anna, like, trying to help Shingetsu, you know, do a nice thing for her, but what she was specifically trying to do was find the magic stone, which enables Shingetsu to be a mage, and she's all, like, encouraging that. And that's a very, very big difference between that and now, when she greatly resents the fact that Shingetsu's a mage, you know, taking her position. And this was before all of that happened, you know. So just a horrible situation, you know. Like, I can't help but wonder if there's anything we could have done, like, years ago that would have not allowed her to get to this point. Like, could we have handled the situation any differently that would have resulted in a more happy end for Anna? I can't help but think about that, you know. Because the whole idea of trying to keep her out of misfortune by not having to be the family mage. Clearly that did not have a good outcome. Like, the feelings behind it were fine, but clearly it wasn't handled very well, so maybe we could have had some talk with her early on that would have, you know, before we had all this time for her rage and stuff, and sense of betrayal to compound a whole bunch, and then we told her the truth, which allowed it all to just kind of explode and just resulted in what happened in this episode. I kind of wonder if we explained the situation to her way back in the day, before that got to that point, if it would have went any better, or would it always have resulted in this? I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, because it's just such a tragic thing what happened with this. It used to be a pretty beautiful friendship, you know. We see Anna actually smiling and being a person, and quite a bit different than we have now, for sure. But so yeah, that's a very emotional episode. I didn't actually cry or anything, but I got close a couple moments. Just feelings were felt. You can't actually see feelings, but trust me, they were there. Just, and the show did an excellent job of just really getting across how Anna feels, you know? Like, there was at no point I did not believe the voice acting performance. Like, I definitely came across through her. Just definitely have to commend the voice acting performance. It was 10 out of 10 without question. I don't even know who voice acts Anna, but good job for sure. The fight itself was great to watch, you know. Just progressively more and more, you could just kind of feel more and more power, more raw power being emitted as she's just getting more and more desperate, you know. Because there was at least a couple times in that fight where it seemed like it was about to end, you know. Anna kind of felt outclassed, but she just kept coming back, you know. So, well, at least once was just because Shingetsu kind of laying her guard down, because despite everything, Shingetsu, I think, still cares for Anna. She was trying to get through to her in the end, but of course it didn't work. Like I said, she's just too far gone. There was no talking through that. Just that scene of her when she was actually choking her out, that was... damn, that was something. I don't even know what to say about that. Just her talking about, wow, this is the happiest I've ever been, and all those like battle cries of saying words like endorphins and stuff like that. It was all very weird. But yeah, you can really just feel the insanity coming out of her. Like, as far as a breakdown of a character's mental state, you know, losing sanity through the course of a fight, I don't think I've ever seen it done as well as this episode did that. Just, I kind of want to watch this episode again already. This was a special episode for sure. Like, this may have actually set the bar for the show as far as what it's capable of, because no other character has really gotten the same amount of focus as Anna has, you know. Like, no other character has been built up quite the same way. Like, we've got bits and pieces of other characters, you know. Especially Nana, we've got a decent amount of. But still, I think that's less than Anna. But, so yeah, just... I don't expect this kind of climactic episode to happen again, like, to this level. I don't know. I'd be happy to see it, though, if they can pull off this kind of thing again. But still, I imagine this will probably be the peak of the show, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they just really felt like they pulled out all the stops for this episode. It's definitely the impression I got. But yeah, just the emotional stuff, the combat, choreography, visuals, everything was pretty on point this episode. And I don't think I have much more to say on it. Just 10 out of 10 episode. That's really what it boils down to. And apparently Nena is actually a little pig. That's her true form. That was also a big reveal in this episode. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. So, because I don't think I really said a whole lot, you know? Like, I don't feel like I reacted a whole lot. I was just kind of sucked into a lot of what I was seeing, but it was definitely a good episode. Hopefully my reaction was at least somewhat enjoyable. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.